guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long while. I've been busy, I've been demotivated. To tell you the honest truth, I really could not be bothered to do any videos anymore, but I've got a lot of content up and I am feeling myself again, so I thought I would start and bring you guys some new content. So today I am going to be testing the Fenty Beauty foundations. I've got a range of foundations and I'm going to be showing you which one is... Did I get foundation on my top? No, I didn't. Okay, that's fine. Which one is suitable. But before we get into that video, if you're brand new to my channel, want to hit the subscribe button. I do videos on Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Sundays, and I'd love to have you here. So like, what are you waiting for? Oh, you've hit the subscribe button? Alright, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to try out is the Pro Filt'R Hydrating Primer. So this is supposed to be a little bit different from the other primer. I do have the other primer, which I'm sorry because it is covered in makeup. I do use it every day for my everyday look. This is my go-to primer, and this is the Pro Filt'R Instant Retouch Primer, which I think gives a little bit of a matte finish, whereas this is a hydrating primer, and I'm going to read what it says. Instant hydration, soft silk finish, extended makeup wear. So maybe this is to like extend the makeup wear and to give you hydration and to give you more of a dewy look. This is what I'm assuming. So you're just going to take a few pumps. I take like 1 to 2 pumps when usually using my primer, so I'm going to just do the same. Oh, it's a little bit different in consistency in comparison to the Retouch primer. This is a little bit more gooey, it's a little bit more wet, and the Retouch primer is kind of like quite solid. Oh, I feel like there's hairs going everywhere. Okay, cool. I prefer this primer. It's like, oh, it's really soft, and you can always tell with primers, like when you put them on, if they're going to be hydrating or not. Sometimes you don't really care if they're hydrating. I know that sounds bad, but you just kind of want it to be a little bit more matte. No, keep that face fresh. Sometimes it's not dewy, it's like sweat. So yeah, so I was lucky enough to get a range of colors, because what I want to start doing now is actually like advising you guys, like in terms of like maybe if you are a similar tone to me, or you know, you're of a darker skin, like I can advise what shade to go for. So I have 360 to 390, and I was actually quite lucky, like I got these, like, thank you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna do a blog post with links and swatches, so I'll leave that down below so you can see. Okay, so this is a new bottle in comparison to I don't have it here, and if I get it, this whole setup is gonna file down, so I'm not gonna do it. But it normally comes in a glass bottle, whereas this is kind of like a squirty bottle, which I don't know if I prefer. I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the glass bottle. I think it looks a little bit more luxurious. But yeah, this is 360. Oh, 360 is not my color, guys, at all. That is 360. Just put it on my cheek so you can see, but I don't think it's my color. Oh, and I'm so slacking today. I have no baby wipes, so like that's annoying. So I'm just gonna have to be wiping everything off, like actually I should read what it says. This is a hydrating medium to full coverage for all skin tones, long wear, light as air. So I think I do agree with the fact that the other foundation is a little bit like matte, like it's very drying and it dries like really quickly on the face. So this is a 370, and that's still quite orangey for me, so I'm going to go in with the next shade, which should be my shade. This is 385. I'm not sure. That is normally my shade for the Fenty Beauty, but it is looking a little bit orange. Let me just put it just a tiny bit on my face just to see if I can blend that in, if that is the right shade. So I'm going to try the last shade, and hopefully it's my shade. Let's take 390 and see. I don't know, that's even like a little bit orange. Don't know if it's my shade. Let me just see. I put it on the other cheek and blend it in and see. Yeah, I feel like 390 is just too orangey for me. But to be honest, the 385, which is my shade, is starting to oxidize. So I'm just going to go in with my normal shade, which is 385. So yeah, let's get to putting that on. So what I love to do is just squirt some on my hand. I'm taking like 2 pumps, to be honest, and just work that in with a foundation brush. To be honest though, I think because this is a hydrating foundation, I don't want to do the most, just because I feel like it will give a dewy look. I normally do use the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter just to make my face a little bit more dewy. So I might just use a little bit, but yeah. So firstly, I'm just taking this Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Caramel, and I just like to conceal my under eye with it. I am just going to put just a tiny bit of this Flawless, just because I know it works and I love it. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm using my Morphe Duffer brush. It's M439. This is the best brush for applying foundation. I actually need to wash it because it's a little bit raggedy at the moment. But it just applies foundation so well. Okay, so I did my eyebrows, and I just set my face with a setting mist just from Nip and Fab, the Party Proof Fixing Mist, and I just applied some powder from my favourite Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder, and I will use the Fenty Beauty powder, but I just love to use this to set my face. So I'm now going to go in for my eye look. I'm going to use the Moroccan Spice palette, but I want the video to be about the foundation, so I'm just going to quickly do that off camera and then come back on camera to finish the look. Okay, so I've just done the base of my eye look. I know a lot of people do their eye look first, but I don't. It doesn't work for me, so I do my eye look after I've done my foundation, and then I go in with my concealer and clear it up. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Concealer in 370 and just clean the underneath bit. I either use 370 or 385. It really just depends on if I want my under eye to be bright or not, and I want my under eye to be bright today, so yeah. And then I use this Precision Makeup Sponge, also from Fenty Beauty, and it's just such a great sponge to go in with because the way it's angled, it really gets into the under eye area. So just to set that, I'm taking the Pro Filter Powder and Honey, and I'm just placing it just underneath my eye area and the bridge of my nose. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish off with my last Fenty Beauty product, and this is the Kilowatt in Ginger Binge and Moscow Mew, and I'm just going to put it just on the bridge of my nose and my cheekbones just for a little bit of highlight. Okay guys, that is my look done. I've done my mascara, I've put on a lip. It's not Fenty Beauty, that's why I did it off camera. And yeah guys, what do you think about this look? I really like the eyeshadow combination, and I want to do something different. I'm just out to an event, which I'm kind of late for, so I need to like get my skates on. But yeah, in terms of foundation, I think stick to the primer. I shouldn't have used the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter just to give it a bit of a more of a dewy look, because it actually is just a dewy look anyway. But I actually prefer the other foundation in comparison to this one. I feel like this one is too dewy for me. I'm more of a matte finish, but then using a primer to make it a little bit more dewy. But it does feel like I'm wearing next to nothing. Like I feel like I'm not wearing anything. It doesn't feel cakey. I do feel like my skin is hydrated in a way, whereas sometimes when you wear foundation, you know, your skin just feels like you're wearing foundation. So in terms of that, yeah, it seems to be doing what it does. I'm not sure if this is for the oily skin people. I don't have oily skin, I have dry skin, so that's okay. But yeah, have you guys tested it out? What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? And yeah, if you've tested it out, why don't leave some comments in the comment box below. But that's all guys. Remember, you can like this video and share this video if you think anyone can benefit from this video. I'll be happy if you share this video. As always, you can follow me on my social media platform. I'll leave the handles down below, and I guess I'll see you in another video. And remember to always say what guys? Bougie.